like I said before, even if you have a cargo van business, you still need to elevate your skills to generate more and more cash flow in this new world. In this video, I'm going to list the top 5 cargo van businesses that generate over $100,000 a year. Now, this video is very important for this community because you're going to have the people who are in the startup phase, the people who are thinking about it, the people who are in the beginner stage, and the people who's been in business and they may not know there's another side of the game that they may be missing to turn their cargo van business into a money machine. Now, the reason why this video is so important is because we have people like Millionaire McQueen who just jumped into the cargo van business with no plan. He didn't understand the game, the markets. He didn't do any research and stuff like that. So this video is to help all of us and the future people who's thinking about getting into the cargo van business and what to think of when you are starting in, and if you're in it, what you may not have been doing in this new world of commerce if you're not generating the amount of money that you feel that you should. So let's begin. Number 1, a delivery service. You can provide same-day delivery in your local marketplace, providing services like food delivery, grocery delivery, catering services, and last mile delivery for local retail stores in your local marketplace. Number 2, a rideshare service. If you have a cargo passenger van, so providing rideshare services for people who frequent the airports, people who are coming in and out of town, people who are going out for the night. You know, if you're around a college town or huge nightlife and, you know, people are going to the bars, going to the movies, going to the restaurants, your services, that's a service that you can provide by competing with likes of limo taxi services, Uber and Lyft. Lyft is the other one. So that is another avenue that you could take if you have a cargo passenger van, and you can easily make over $100,000 providing those services. Okay, number 3, events and entertainment services. There was actually a commenter who made a comment in the comment section who was interested in getting into events and entertainment services. And so you're going to have different seasons to where people are going to have different events, church events, sorority, fraternity events, birthday parties, May days. I don't know if they call it something in your area, but when we were in elementary school, we would have May Day. It was this huge festival, and we would have like these huge slides and bouncy things and stuff like that. And that is a service that you can provide with your cargo van business by, you know, having that stuff here and providing that service to the marketplace. So events and entertainment, such as if you are a DJ, photographer, videographer, all of these things are included in the events and entertainment services that could easily be 100,000 plus. You can generate 100,000 plus in an A, B, or a C market. Okay, number 4 are tradesmen. If you are an electrician, HVAC, plumber, someone who is doing mobile detailing, an individual who has a lawn services. If you have a skilled labor, you could have a cargo van business and you could be doing very, very well in your local marketplace. Okay, number 5 is a moving company. So if you have you could be moving furniture or items for people in your local marketplace or their business unpacking and packing. You can provide this service in your local marketplace. And so again, the most important part of all of this, okay? So we could talk about, hey, this can do this, and this can do this, and this can do this. But the most important part about all of this is this one simple thing. You could be the best man. You could be the smartest man. You could be the strongest man for the job. But if nobody knows you, okay? If you don't have an established brand, if people don't trust you, if there's no way for people can do research on you, if you're not networking, marketing, advertising your services, you will be in the unemployment line, my friend. You have to do the deep work, okay? Many people do not want to do the deep work. What is deep work? What am I talking about? The deep work is knowing in your marketplace who is your ideal customer, okay? Where do they live? Where do they frequent? Where are they? You have to do the deep work and find them. Everyone has a smartphone. Everyone uses at least one of these, one of the most popular apps in the App Store, which is Google, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Where are they and where are you? Are you doing the deep work in positioning yourself in your local marketplace? Same thing with what we all learned from Millionaire McQueen. He had a excuse me, he had a cargo passenger van, but he wasn't advertising services to his local marketplace. You could post up at the airport, pass out flyers, and if he's just starting out, you could just have a bumper sticker or something on the side of your van, a car topper on the side of your van, and you could start getting clients. Now, what is $100,000 a year? I may be wrong about that, but off the top of my head, we're looking at anywhere between $8,383 to $8,400 a month. Now, to make $100,000 a year in the cargo van business, it's not very hard. It's the hard, you have to do a lot of hard work, but you don't have to have many customers. Okay, so what do I mean by that? Now let's really think about this. Okay, let's get to someone that has a cargo passenger van. Okay, now I used Lyft the other day. I had some problems with my vehicle, and so I needed a ride. So just for me to go anywhere between, I think it was like 5 to 8 miles, that was $20, $25, $28 plus I tipped $7-8. So we're looking at, $30 to $35, just me. Okay, now I also did a little research before I made this video. We have people, we have services with golf carts. People drive little golf carts, and they have like the people that coming in and out of town to ride in the golf carts on the strip and around town. Now it's I think anywhere between $7 to $10 for each head. So if you have your own cargo passenger van and you are charging, I don't want to say what you should charge or what you shouldn't charge, but this is just for this exercise. So if you have a cargo passenger van and you're charging anywhere between $10 to $15 a head, and you can fit anywhere between 6 to 8 people in your cargo van business, do the math on that, okay? Do the math on that. And actually, let's do that here. So let's just say $10 a head for, let's just say 6 people. Okay, so that's $60, and let's say you can, at peak time, you can keep that up for, let's just say 5 hours. Okay, so times 5 that is $300 a day. All right, so $300 a day times 30, $9,000 a day. Now, here's the thing. This is the mistake we do not want you to make. And this is how you can build yourself up to making $300 a day. You have to position yourself, your business, and your brand to the marketplace. So if like what some people do in my marketplace at after midnight, everybody's posted up in front of the bars, and you're going to have people coming out looking for a ride back to their campus, their hotel, or whatever. Are you doing what it takes to position yourself to do that? Okay, so now that's an example with the cargo passenger van. Now let's say someone that has a delivery service. So in my that's in my field, to where I have an online website to where I can provide a catering, I can provide late night food delivery for my clientele. So if my average order value is anywhere between $30 to $35 an order, now let's do the math on that. I think that's just, 10 orders a day. And sometimes it can be even less than 10 orders a day, because you're going to have some customers that spend more money with you. So now the key to all of this is positioning yourself, marketing and advertising your services, providing great services to your clientele, building up an established, trusted brand in your local marketplace. And we will continue to talk about how to do these things. So the next one would be entertainment and event services. And these are just ideas that I'm throwing out there. You could actually have a full-time or part-time job and then do your events services, events and entertainment services on the weekend, or work around your job. This isn't something that you have to go all in on, because events usually last anywhere between 3 to maybe 5 hours a day or a night or something like that. So let's say, and I have no experience with the bouncy machines or slides or anything like that, so I'm just going to throw a number out there. But let's say it costs anywhere between $500 to $1,500 to provide that service to the marketplace. What's that? Let's say you do 2 or 3 of those services a weekend, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 a month. So the opportunities are out there. The biggest thing is, are you putting in the work? Are you advertising your services? Are you getting traffic while you are in traffic? Okay, and what I mean by that is your cargo van business wrapped with your services, so people can do research on you. Some of your best high paying customers, and with a high retention rate, those are going to be the people who do research on your services. Okay, and they're going to do the calling and emailing, and or they may not do that at all, but they may reach out to you and be like, hey, this is what we want, what's your price, when can you do this or that? Okay, so if you are tradesmen, the biggest thing that I've noticed with tradesmen who are very good in their field, and many people, and this isn't just with tradesmen, you would be amazed of how many people out there who believe that if they start a business, they get their license, or they pay their tax, that in the world, when they spend their pay their taxes or whatever, in the world, people are just going to be looking for them. That is not how the real world works. Let me turn it down. That is not how the real world works. You have to put in, like I said, the deep work. You can be the best. We've already talked about that. But you still have to be putting yourself out there, like what we talk about at the hotels. If you're a tradesman, do you have advertisements at Home Depot, Lowe's? Do you frequent the shops where a lot of people gather and eat or whatever? Network, market, advertise, and deliver. Okay, many people do not want to do these things, but you have to do those things. You have to do the deep work, and this is what separates the boys and the men. Men are going to go out and put in the work, and like I told you all before, from what I've learned, there was this old quote, and it is very true. Life is a huge do-it-yourself project. You need to learn about marketing psychology. You need to learn about advertising. You need to learn how to design flyers. You need to understand all of these things because you are the one who know your customers. You are the one who knows the clientele better than anyone. And these are the people who are paying you 50, 80, 150,000, $250,000 a year. So it's in your best interest to have a vested interest in understanding how they think, how they move, how they operate, where they are, and most importantly, continuously positioning yourself where they frequent. Okay, so this same thing applies to with a moving company. If you have a moving company, people need to know you're that trusted guy in that local marketplace. What's happening now? People are moving in and out of town. People are coming the first time going to college. People are moving to a town for their first big job after college, or people are changing careers. They're going to need movers, and that is fine. When they have that intent, okay? When they have that intent to move, where will you be? Okay, so let's think about it. Let's do a little exercise on this. I'm moving. I have the intent to moving to Dallas, Texas, to Miami, Florida. I'm typing right now. Where your name pop up, this is a part of positioning yourself, your brand, and your business. You have to do the deep work. Nobody's going to do these things for you. And this is why this community is so important, because I want to put this out there, because I don't want more and more young men coming out here like Millionaire McQueen just jumping into the business and okay, I have a cargo van, now I'm in the business, now work. And you would be surprised of how many people out there who think like that. And this is not a jab at him. This is a community for all of us to learn and grow, because that could be you. That could have been me. Actually, that was me in a similar, it was me when it came to me when I got my cargo van business and I didn't have anyone to lean on or help me figure things out when I lost over $100,000. And this is why I created this channel, so other people, if they were having any problems with their Sprinter cargo van, they could search and they can see what I went through, so they don't have to go through 2 years of hell. And this is what this video is for, to where if you are in the cargo van business, you may be missing out, or if you're thinking about getting into the cargo van business, these are the steps that you should follow if you're looking into getting into the top 5 most profitable cargo van businesses in this industry. Okay, so let's make this clear. Just because you have a cargo van business, or you're the best man for the job, the smartest, the strongest man for the job, that does not mean that people are just going to open up their wallets and be like, oh, sir, here's all of my money, sir. Okay, that is not how the real world works. Just because you tell your family and friends, or you make a post on Facebook, that does not mean people are just going to be digging in their wallet, beating down your door saying, oh, please, sir, take all of my money. That is not how that works. You have to put in the work to inform, educate your marketplace of your products and services, and they're going to have to do the research, and you're going to have to convince them why you are the best man for the job. Now, I want to share this report with you from the future of jobs in 2025 from the World Economic Forum. And it's the top fastest growing jobs. Now, I want you to check out number 9 on the list. And as you can see, it's light truck and delivery services. Now look at all the other jobs around that. You have the specialists, you have the people whom are engineers, developers, analysts. Now, all of these people, they're going to be making, anywhere between 100,000, a quarter million, 500,000, $1 million plus. These people, they're going to need problems. I mean, they're going to have problems. Are you going to be able to solve their problems when they need a moving company? Because I guarantee you're going to have people moving in and out of cities, and they're going to need someone to take care of their services for them. And they're going to have, usually when you are moving to a bigger city and you're getting a big job like that, they have packages for someone who is moving, and that's money for them that could be going to you. These people are going to be coming back and forth to airports. They're going to go out to party with friends. They're going to celebrate events and entertainment services. They're going to need someone to drive them home or back to the airport. They're going to need a safe and trusted established brand in their marketplace. These people are going to be hungry. They're going to need a trusted established brand to deliver their food, to provide them catering services. You see what I'm going with this? There's opportunity out there in the future. We talked about this before, or I made a post about it where an individual said, you don't have to worry about being replaced by AI. You're going to have to be worried about someone who is using AI. That's the individual who's going to be replacing you. So in the cargo van business, do I see a bright future for all of us? Absolutely. But you have to put in the work, the deep work. So for the future, you have to increase your market value, your personal market value, your business market value by doing the research, doing the work, getting skills to elevate yourself in this new world of commerce. Like I said before, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save me. We have to save ourselves. But the good thing is we now have a community where we can share notes and we could say, hey, what am I doing here? What could I do to do this? The opportunities are endless. The future is bright for this community. So keep that in mind. The future is about options. For you to have options, for your local marketplace to have options, the future is about options. Like I said before, even if you have a cargo van business, you still need to elevate your skills to generate more and more cash flow in this new world. So like I said before, boss up or get priced out of America. Nobody's coming to save us, fellas. Let's get it. And this video is the list of the top 5 cargo van businesses that make over $100,000 a year. Safe travels. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.